Here's what's new in Adobe Premiere Pro 2025. One of the biggest new updates is this generative extend tool. So this used to be in beta, now it's in the toolbar in Premiere Pro if you update. And if you click it, you can just seamlessly add a few extra frames on the beginning or end of a video clip. So there's a lot of creative use cases that you can think of for this, but one cool one I have is for a time-lapse video, you can just click and drag and add a few extra frames. So here's what those extra frames look like that were generated. This also works for audio as well, and you can get even more extra audio. That way, if you need any more room tone or extended ambient noise, and this is all AI generated wind noise there. And you can use those just like any other video clip to transition into the next clip. Another really useful new feature is the new Media Intelligence search. So if you click on the search panel, there's this magnifying glass in the upper right hand corner. You can search through your project based on visual descriptions. So if I want to search for birds, if I have like hundreds of raw footage in my timeline, they're all named just ABC 1, 2, 3. I can just search for birds. It'll show me everything that has birds in it. And you can see this is not named birds or anything like that. It's visually seeing. I can search for colors or different things, anything with red in it. This will pop up. I typed in group. This will only show me the group photos or the group videos. And it can also analyze through text that's being said. But this is going to be really useful whether you know the clip is there or if you're just an editor, you've been handed a bunch of clips and you want to search through them or just find certain things. You might not be that familiar with the footage. This will help you search through it intelligently. Another new feature is when you're creating captions, which itself is already a cool feature, you can now automatically translate these captions that you create. And I have a separate video on creating captions, but now you can automatically translate them. If you click these three dots and click translate caption, there's a source language, and then you can translate to all of these different translation languages. So if I translate this to Spanish and click translate, I can also have the second language there, and in the properties panel, I can actually highlight these and I can move the location of them so that I have multiple on screen at the same time, or I can change colors to distinguish them, colors or fonts. And if you notice, they're all on their own separate subtitle tracks and you can have multiple of them. Another new update is dynamic audio waveforms. So if I add some adjustment to this, you can visually see the waveforms going up and down. If I just hold Command and add a few points and only do this section, you can see those waveforms going up or down. So just some more visual reflection of the adjustments that are happening on the clips. Among these major improvements, there's also been some improved color management, different support for different files, and content credentials when exporting. You can check out all of these in the Adobe help page for the April 2025 25.2 release, but this has been a quick overview of some of the main new features and how to use them. If you enjoyed this free educational video, follow me along on social media everywhere at Justin Odisho. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.